सबसे पहले आप सभी को धन्यवाद। जैसे आपको मालूम है कि इस इलेक्शन में, असेंबली इलेक्शन में हमारी पार्टी नेशनल पीपल्स पार्टी के 5 उम्मीदवार इस इलेक्शन में जीते हैं और आज हमारा फेलिसिटेशन प्रोग्राम था हमारे नेशनल कमेटी और स्टेट कमेटी की तरफ से कि उन्हें हम लोग फेलिसिटेट करें। लेकिन जो हमारा इस इलेक्शन में एक रिजल्ट आया उसमें अगर आप देखेंगे तो हमारा जो वोटिंग परसेंटेज है, हमें करीब करीब 21% वोट्स इस इलेक्शन में एनपीपी को मिला और बहुत सारे ऐसे कैंडिडेट्स थे जो बहुत कम वोटों से हारे और सेकंड पोजीशन में आए। तो एक तरीके से देखें तो हमारे नंबर्स जो पिछले इलेक्शन थे उस नंबर से हम लोग आगे नहीं बढ़ पाए, लेकिन हमारी पार्टी का परफॉर्मेंस पिछले इलेक्शन से बहुत ज्यादा इंप्रूव हुआ है और हमारे बहुत कैंडिडेट्स नंबर 2 पोजीशन में आए, बहुत कम वोटों से हारे कुछ और हमारी पार्टी की जो परसेंटेज वोट है वो 21% तक आज पहुंची है। इसलिए मैं पार्टी के सभी लीडर्स को मैं एक तरीके से बधाई देना चाहता हूं और धन्यवाद कहना चाहता हूं, क्योंकि ये सब कुछ हमारी पार्टी के लीडर्स और पार्टी के जो हमारे वर्कर्स हैं उनके दिन रात काम करने की वजह से आज पार्टी को इस तरीके का रिजल्ट मिला है। और मैं अरुणाचल के जनता को भी मैं धन्यवाद कहना चाहता हूं कि उन्होंने इस पिछले इलेक्शन में हमारे कैंडिडेट्स को सपोर्ट किया और आज पब्लिक की सपोर्ट की वजह से आज एनपीपी को ये सक्सेस आज मिला। इस मीटिंग में हमारा डिस्कशन एमएलएस के साथ और पार्टी के कार्यकर्ताओं के साथ भी आज हुआ है और आप सब जानते हैं कि हमारी पार्टी ने, हमारे लेजिस्लेचर विंग ने एक यूनानिमस डिसीजन लिया है कि हम कोएलिशन में जो अरुणाचल प्रदेश का जो स्टेट गवर्नमेंट अंडर लीडरशिप ऑफ मिस्टर पेमा खांडू, इस गवर्नमेंट को हमारी पार्टी भी और हमारे एमएलएस भी इस गवर्नमेंट को हम लोग सपोर्ट करेंगे, अनकंडीशनल सपोर्ट देंगे और हम लोग सपोर्ट दे चुके हैं। मुझे खुशी है कि मेरे इस दौरे पर मेरी मुलाकात श्री पेमा खांडू जी से भी होगी। कल सुबह उनके घर में उन्होंने मुझे ब्रेकफास्ट के लिए बुलाया है और इस मीटिंग के दौरान हम अलग अलग हमारे पॉलिटिकल जो सिचुएशन है, स्टेट के अलग अलग इश्यूज हैं, इन सब के बारे में कल सुबह हमारी बातचीत भी होगी। और एक बार फिर मैं आप सभी को और हमारे पार्टी के सभी लोगों को मैं धन्यवाद कहना चाहता हूँ।
सर, एज यू मेंशन दैट आपका जो अरुणाचल प्रदेश के जो चीफ मिनिस्टर सर से आपका ब्रेकफास्ट मीटिंग होगा, तो उस मीटिंग में आप लोग क्या बात करने वाले, आपका मेन प्रपोजल क्या रहेगा? आप मेघालय के सीएम भी है और नेशनल प्रेसिडेंट भी है, मेन क्या प्रपोजल होगा आप सीएम के साथ?
अगर मैंने आपको ये सब आज बता दिया तो मैं कल क्या मीटिंग करूंगा?
Sir, are you satisfied with the mandate? Because you are saying that 21% votes NPP got in this recent election. Because more than 30 candidates were there in NPP.
See, in election, obviously you wish and you desire that you get more seats. And obviously any party would not be always happy with just the seats they get. So there's always higher expectations is natural. So for us also, we had expected and we'd hoped that we'll get more seats. But that's the nature of politics and that's the nature of elections. And hence, though our voting percentage went up from 12% in 2019 to 21% in 2024, our number of seats remained the same, 5. And as mentioned, in some seats we lost by very narrow margin. So we had expected more seats, but it is a positive result in the sense that our vote share has almost doubled, which is a very, very big increase in the vote share. And I look at that as a positive sign, but it also means that we need to continue to work harder and maybe focus more on specific constituencies so that we can improve our performance in the coming years.
Sir, 5 MLAs जीते हैं आपके यहाँ से the 5 MLAs, what are the particular issues that you guys are looking forward to? Any particular issue you are planning to tackle?
Yeah, so coming back to your question also, I was just joking when I earlier was mentioning. But yes, obviously as a coalition partner, uh, there are certain ways in which we work together and certain principles on which we work together, certain kind of agendas in which we work together. So we intend to discuss all of that tomorrow in one way or the other. We may not be able to reach to 100% conclusion in one meeting, but being the national president of the party, it'll be important for me to raise the different issues and look forward to ensuring that we are able to work as a good coalition partner along with the BJP here in Arunachal Pradesh. Regarding the constituencies and the MLAs, every constituency has got different agendas, different issues, different problems. So the honorable MLAs will be accompanying me tomorrow during the visit to the honorable Chief Minister's residence. तो कुछ मिनटों के लिए मैं चाहूंगा कि हमारे एमएलएस भी हमारे अरुणाचल प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री के साथ हम कुछ मिनट उनके साथ भी बैठेंगे, कुछ अवसर मिलेगा और उसके बाद भी फिर एमएलएस का जो जो इंडिविजुअल इश्यूज होंगे वो इंडिविजुअल लेवल पर वो सीएम साहब के साथ कभी भी मिल सकते हैं. और जैसे मैंने कहा कि हर कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी के इश्यूज अलग हैं और डेवलपमेंट इशू ही मेन है सब जगहों में. तो डेवलपमेंट के क्या क्या अलग अलग इश्यूज हैं, हमारी यही कोशिश रहेगी कि हम लोग पेमा साहब के साथ मिलकर जितना हो सके हम लोग इन इश्यूज को उठाएं और अलग अलग कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसीज के लिए जितना डेवलपमेंट हो सके हम लोग लाने की कोशिश करेंगे.
कोalition गवर्नमेंट में जा रही है आपका पार्टी बीजेपी. सर, will we ever see you coming up forward coalition के नहीं जाके like you coming as a strong party in Arunachal Pradesh?
We have always worked towards that, and if you have seen that in this last election also, we contested against the BJP only in most of the constituencies, and we have always maintained our identity as a independent party with our own ideologies and our own beliefs and our own vision, and that's how we have moved the NPP in many other parts of the northeast. But political situations depends on the election results, and therefore based on the electoral results that are there, the party and the MLAs have to take a decision. And therefore after going into all the different aspects of the current political situation in Arunachal Pradesh, the MLAs felt strongly that even though we contested against the BJP in the election, that in this scenario that they would be happy to support the Pema Khandu government and work together with the Pema Khandu government to bring overall development in the constituency and also for the larger interests of the people of Arunachal Pradesh.
So what are the suggestions and feedback that you receive from this official visit, and how are you going to implement those feedback and suggestions you receive on this official visit?
I mean, for the party leaders?
Yes, for the people of Arunachal and for the NPP party.
So there's multiple questions there, but of course when it comes to the suggestions from the party leaders and from the MLAs, they have urged that we should work closely with the coalition partners and move towards ensuring that a healthy environment is there where we can bring in overall development in all the constituencies as well as the state as a whole. Even the party leaders have expressed the same concerns, and we are hopeful that we'll be able to move in that direction. I have discussed this matter even at the national level with the national leadership of the party, that is the BJP party, and I have got a positive response. So we will have the discussion later on with tomorrow with the Honorable CM, and obviously it is at his level that he has to ultimately take the decision. So we will discuss and we'll come to know how we'll move forward tomorrow. Regarding the overall development issues, I have mentioned that apart from the different areas of importance in terms of specific issues of Arunachal Pradesh, which again the constituencies and the MLAs and the parties have given suggestions, I have also discussed in detail at the national level that there are many development agendas and issues where the different northeast states need to come together. to move things forward. Just for example, the flood issues and the water resource issues that we have. It's important that we need to work as a region together, the leadership out here. When it comes to issues like our farmers' issues, now we have got similar issues like logistical network and chains of for transportation and cold storage. So in these areas also, Arunachal Pradesh and the northeast states and the rest of northeast states need to come out with a joint strategy and work together for the larger interests of the region. So in these areas also suggestions have come, and I am for one a person who believes in that, and definitely my discussion with Honorable Chief Minister will be on that line also, and that you are aware that on the 27th of this month, the Niti Aayog, the Team India meeting is taking place in Delhi, which is chaired by the Honorable Prime Minister, and all the Chief Ministers are members in it. So that meeting is a very, very important meeting, and we will express these concerns for the different states in in Northeast as well as for the Northeast as a whole during that meeting along with the Prime Minister.
सर
One
मेरा
more
तरफ से
question, sir.
लास्ट सवाल रहेगा मेरा तरफ से सर अगर
सबकी तरफ से लास्ट है यही।
अरुणाचल प्रदेश
अच्छा,
का
एक और
context में
बस।
अगर देखा जाए तो यहाँ जो पार्टी है पार्टी चेंज करना आम बात है तो आपको क्या लगता है जो आपकी पार्टी है जो इलेक्टेड एमएलए से ये भाजपा पार्टी कम्युनिटी में आप क्या लगता है आप ये ज्वाइन करेंगे या आप अलायंस आप किसे बना रहेगा?
You see, this is the reality of politics. So there is nothing to shy away from it. This is the reality of politics, and it happens. It happens in many parts of the country. It happens in Arunachal Pradesh also. But we have to try to work towards the issues जो हमारे MLAs के हैं, parties के हैं, और अगर हम उन इश्यूज को रिजॉल्व कर पाएंगे, उन पे काम कर पाएंगे, तो हम लोग पार्टी के वर्कर्स को, लीडर्स को और MLAs को हम लोग एक तरीके से जोड़ के रख पाएंगे. तो ये इश्यूज कोई ऐसा नहीं है कि हम लोग खाली एनपीपी में या कोई अरुणाचल प्रदेश में ऐसा होता है. ये सब जगह ये राजनीति, ये पॉलिटिक्स है और इसे संभालना जरूरी है. और इसलिए आप देखेंगे कि अभी इलेक्शन खत्म हुआ और हम लोग 3-4 महीने के अंदर हम लोग ऑलरेडी हम अरुणाचल में हैं, क्योंकि हमें कंसर्न है कि हमारे एमएलएज जो हैं, हमारे पार्टी लीडर्स हैं, उनके क्या क्या इश्यूज हैं, उनके क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, इन्हें हमें रिजॉल्व करना है. और इसी सोच से हम लोग आज यहाँ पे आए हैं. और अगर हम लोग इसी तरह पार्टी को हम लोग एंगेज कर पाए, मुझे उम्मीद है कि पार्टी आगे जाके और मजबूत होगी और जो इश्यूज हैं एमएलएस के उसे हम रिजॉल्व कर पाएंगे, ताकि कोई पार्टी में कोई डिसहार्टनमेंट ना हो और कोई पार्टी के छोड़ने के लिए कुछ ना सोचे. और ये सब चीज हमें पार्टी में काम करके ही हम इसको रिजॉल्व कर पाएंगे.
Sir, one more question. Last, NPP party is present prominently in the entire Northeast. लेकिन आप लोगों की पार्टी में female candidates दिखाई नहीं दे रहे हैं आजकल. So, what is the reason behind that NPP party don't have a female candidate even in Arunachal election this time?
You want to contest next time?
I'm from Nagaland, sir.
That's what you want to contest in Nagaland next time? So what happens is that the party would like to see that we have women candidates and representatives in the election, but it's a process that has to develop organically. It's not something that NPP party can in a way just announce and then just ask somebody to contest in the election. So it's an organic process. It requires the candidate to be keen to contest. It requires the people to support. As a party, we have to also look at winnability in the constituency. So it's not an easy decision, but as I said, many factors are there, and hopefully in the coming years there will be more women candidates who will contest, and I urge you also to consider. You should also look at maybe contesting next time in the elections.
So you are only
ये last question यार, अब भूख लग गया.
students of only from your state or from other states also?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
From your neighbor state, Bangladesh. Bangladesh is affecting. How many students from different states and especially from your states also are being evacuated from?
So total in different batches and in different locations, close to about 500 people have crossed the border. Tripura and Meghalaya put together. These are the numbers that I have been updated with. So the number could be slightly more considering the other locations. But the information with me is that 500 plus have confirmed crossed the border, mostly through Dauki in Meghalaya and some through Tripura. In that, a large number of students are from the rest of the country, but quite a few students are there Close to about 100 plus students are there from Meghalaya also. But there are also students who are there from Nepal and Bhutan also who cross the border. So situation is quite tense, but I must put on record the work and appreciation and the work that has been put in by the External Affairs Ministry, the Indian High Commission in Dhaka and in Bangladesh, and the exporters at the border. They have really supported and helped the administration at the local district level. So all of these people have helped. It has been a great teamwork, and we have seen that the students have safely been able to cross the border without any major difficulty, and they have got all the support from medical attention to transportation to food to security has been provided to them. And I'm happy that most of our students from Meghalaya state have already crossed the border and they are on their way back to their homes.
Do you expect a positive budget in recent for Northeast, especially the budget is coming up? Do you expect a positive
Last
budget?
question.
Yeah.
So last question, budget ka hai. We have always expected a good budget. I don't want to get into too much of technicality of the budget, but we have seen that Honorable Prime Minister and Honorable Finance Minister have always shown a very important concern for the Northeast. I just want to say one thing only that we have urged the Finance Ministry to consider is that it's not just the amount that they sanction for the Northeast, but it is also the way in which it is sanctioned. So the which sectors are being given importance. So we have urged that even though the amount may not be increased a lot, we hope it is, but if they cannot do it, at least allow more flexibility in terms of the funds that are there to be untied grant and untied funds, which means that it can be used for whatever flexible purpose that states feel are important. Otherwise, most of the government schemes are tied, which means it is meant for a specific project, for a specific department, and you cannot use it. Even though the state may not need it, the funds are kept there. So untied funds are more important, and I hope that this suggestion will be taken by the finance ministry, and more untied funds and funds, the availability of the state will be there so that we can do projects that are of more importance to us.